Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Oh, sorry, that was too loud. I was so loud. Good morning, Ohayo Minna. I woke up like an hour ago because my sleep schedule is so broken. And I think this volume is way too loud. I did a thing and now it's gonna be peaking no matter what I do, so. Okay, is this kind of the volume it usually is, or is it like way too loud? I can turn that down just a bit. Okay, Okay, is this too loud for the voice? Because I thought I did my test and then I didn't realize it was like in the red zone whenever I spoke loudly. Is this volume okay? Should I turn like literally everything else down? But yeah, have you heard this otoge? It's beautiful. We have Shunso. That's all I can say. We have Shunso. Think it's okay? As far as you know, I can get out my phone so I can like put it into my ear so I can listen from my ear. Sounds fine? Sounds fine? Okay. Let me shove my phone up to my ear and see. Oh. Okay, that does seem fine. Okay. I just hear myself on my phone be like, is that fine? Is that fine? I think it's daijoubu, but yes. How are you, Minna? And yes, it is Ukyo with PNG with glasses. I still have it here just in case. Just in case. In case you get to see ugly old guy. But yes, good morning, everyone! Star, Death God, Fox, the Sky, Lazo, and yes, hello, everyone! Hello! Off Etsy? I don't know if they sell it on Etsy. It was if you're talking about like the model one, or like the design was done by Watakushi. I designed you for so many trillion bajillion years ago, but the model is by Mikuti on Twitter. It's a customizable one, so you can just change it whenever. Hello, Solo. It has been a while. I saw your VJ request. Thank you. I do need to make money because I forgot my dad's birthday was coming up and I already used my February budget, so it's like, well, I guess I'm selling comms now. Which, yes, I should remind you all, you know, Ukyo Simp, hello, Tamama! I know, I will always be Ukyo Simp, no matter how disappointed all my friends are. Okay, well, it's probably just one friend who's disappointed, but... Ta-jam! Let me just promote real quick. I have opened your character commissions with this base, and yeah. Isn't she so cute? I've been trying help with dad birthday fund. Yeah, so depending on how much you spend, determines how much I can spend on him, okay? Long time no see, time to be distracted again. Hello. It has been so very long, 3 trillion decades in fact. But yes, as I was babbling, I have commissions open for only 12 USD. Yippee! Or like 15 if you want this one, because I have to draw the clothes as well. I say it as if like, oh, it's a burden, I have to do this. But like, I don't know, I like drawing clothes. Especially with the, you know, otoge. Maybe I should give a discount. Like, if you want to wear, if you're okay with me putting you in random otoge clothes, you get like a $2 discount. But I've been trying like a softer shading style, which is my totally not so smooth way of going into look at my new art. Cha-chan! I fought for 10 years. You know, I'm regressing. My art is regressing. I used to back in the day. Yes, that is Ukyo, by the way. Hello, Ukyo. I used to always cover the mouths because I could never draw the mouth. And I've like tried the face like with 6 different faces. And then I just gave up. So I just covered it with a matcha bun or something. Which is what I did when I was like 14. So it feels like I'm not improving. But I think it is cute. Like their colors go so well together. And it's always like pink theme overall that matches them somehow. I don't know why. I didn't know like brown and pink and green were the colors to match together. But I guess it makes sense considering the, you know, the background here is also pink. Maybe I just magically figured it out. Cough cough, I stole the idea from people who always drew me with pink backgrounds. Yummy, you're gonna eat it? Yippee! Have you ever though like printed out art and eaten it? I know people who've done that, right? Not like personally, but I've like seen them on the Twitter, you know? And it's like, well, you'll be drawing stick figures by the time you're 40. Don't worry, I'll be drawing stick figures by the time I'm like 25. You know, that's how quickly I'm regressing. But you know, maybe I never thought about being that insane to eat a PNG. But you know, I would eat an Ukyo PNG. I would taste it. I don't like the taste of paper, you know. I remember in you see, I'm babbling. I remember in primary school we had like this incursion. You know, excursion how you go out, but incursion was like it comes to the school. And we went down to the hall and they were in there and they were like talking about all these different things. I literally don't remember anything except that we had to eat paper. It was like a paper test tasting thing and there were like different flavors of paper. And obviously I couldn't taste the difference in the flavors of paper because to me paper was paper. Paper was disgusting. So I was not enjoying it. But I had some friends who were like, that paper tasted good. I was like, excuse me, are you good? Because, you know, I was the one kid who's like, I'm better than all of you because I'm more mature than all of you, even though I'm like 2 centimeters tall. Okay, plushie looks grand. I know he does. You know, I wish I had this plushie. This plushie is 230 bucks, not including shipping. And that's the cheapest I could find. I've seen him for like 500 on eBay. So, I'm just a little bit sad, you know, just a little bit very incredibly salty. This is what I get for becoming a fan like way too late. It came out like 10 years ago or something. I'm so sad, but my, yeah, I mentioned before, my Icky Dendron finally bathed after 4 months, yay! Paper tastes yummy, a little? What if you got paper cuts, like, in your throat? Wouldn't that be really bad? How did they prevent us as, like, 5-year-olds, or maybe, like, 8-year-olds from choking or scratching our throats with edible paper? How did they do that? Too real? I'm always late to everything. I was like 3 years late to Undertale, and that was like my saddest moment of life. Because at first, I saw Undertale, and I was like, huh. Then I tried it the next year, I was like, huh, it's a bit boring, whatever. And then I got like, way into it. When I say way into it, that was an understatement. I was watching comic dubs, like every day. I was reading literally only Undertale stuff. And this, yeah, it didn't last for like 4 months, and I went to something else. Because that's how long my insanities last. So by that logic, my Ukyo insanity should start disappearing in like a couple months. Which is gonna make me sad. It's gonna make me so sad. So like if I stay insane, if I get more insane, then I doubt the insanity will disappear. If I start coming up with headcanons. Because I was talking with Soban yesterday and we were thinking of like headcanons and stuff. I feel like Ukyo would make you a soup. Like a lettuce soup. You know those lettuce soup with like the letters? Yeah. And he would only get the letters that match your name. Except maybe he'd spell your name wrong. Maybe he'd like trip and try to say trip and drop at the same time, and spill it, and then you wouldn't get your soup in the end anyway. And why is Yufu lagging? Hello, Yufu. Okay, was it your fault? Alright, well, if the audio is fine, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Feel great since you ordered a plushie on Etsy recently and it's already on the way. That's exciting. I think I have packages all the way as well. Also amnesia merch, I think it is. So if I have to get up and get a package from the door because some delivery guy's like, is anyone in here? Then I'll be like, yes, hi. I would like my merch. Thank you. So you know, I might have to get up and get a package if someone comes at some point. But sometimes I get a message saying, oh, your post will arrive today. Sometimes I don't. So you never know. I may never predict the exact day. Okay, if anyone predicts the exact day correctly, I will give you a drawing of a worm. And I'm sure you want that. Oh, but I always forget that, like, when I talk, and especially when I do, like, reading ones, I need to drink a whole bunch of water. So I have my water bottle here. It's not even, like, half full, so I will have to get up a few times to fill it in. But what do you think the next phase will be? Honestly, it'll probably be like Colin Malice phase, like another autoge, because I'm almost up to playing it. Unless I get way too into Meiji Tokyo Renka, but there's like not enough merch of it. It's not popular enough. It's pretty popular, but like not popular. So. And I figured out something really cool. So you know how there's like the menu buttons? Ukyo branded water bottle for real. Okay, I am getting stickers. I could put Ukyo on my water bottle, you know? I could. I will. I will actually. I thought about it for a second. And I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, anyway. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. So you know how I'm... Okay, it's probably just easy if I show you. Never mind. Okay, turn this background music off. If I do this... Does that just appear? Oh, okay. And you can't see anything behind it? It's not transparent? Okay. Ta-da! This is the game. So I basically just went back to the start so I could figure out the... Is the volume okay for it, by the way? Let me know. I just turned it back to the start so I can figure out the volumes and stuff. And I still wanted to like talk on top of the voices because it was like too time consuming if I just wait for them to finish talking and then I talk. But then that would also save my voice because I wouldn't have to talk as much. But like, but still, I like going through going through it. Volume's okay? Okay, that's good to hear. I don't currently sell stickers. Wait, how do I get to the menu? How do I get to the menu? Excuse me. Guys, do we remember the controls for literally anything? Oh, there we go. Okay. Go title. Frank. I keep saying Frank instead of Soban. Soban, the new branding. There we go. Ooh, is that too loud? Maybe, but we won't be there for long. Oh yeah, so someone was talking about the Ukyo stickers I drew, and I was like, wait, are they stickers? I guess they could be made into stickers, couldn't they? Would you buy Ukyo stickers? It's like, oh, you're here for Yufu? Sorry, you're actually here for Yufu and Ukyo. You know, you wanted to support a VTuber, you're actually supporting her husband as well. So, yeah. Like that whole thing of people following streamers just because they think they have a chance. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's just Ukyo forever and ever. So, give up. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, do you remember what happened last in the game? This silence is kind of bothering me, so I'm talking really fast to cover it because, you know, no one likes silence. Basically, we got kidnapped by Ogai after we went... Okay, so Charlie took us to this world, and then he promised us food or something, so he snuck into this place, and then he disappeared. And then Shinso and Ogai, blah, 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 something or other. I don't remember why. But anyway, we were kicked out maybe. Were we kicked out? Literally don't remember. Anyway, so at some point we got taken to Ogai's manor, which doesn't really look like a manor. It kind of looks like an old place. But to be fair, this is very old time ago. So, you know, it could be historically accurate. And then Ogai's was like, okay, Shinso, go take her to this specific room. And he's like, we have so many empty rooms. Why would you put her right next to me? And then we kind of held hands in the hallway-ish. But it was pretty mean to us. And I was, like, offended. But, you know, it's a tsundere. We can fix him. We can fix him. But, you know, okay. Honestly, so far, I've liked the Meiji Tokyo Renka of the anime better. Because the characters are nicer. And less weird. Obviously, they're, like, less developed in the anime. But I do like them when they're less developed in the anime. Okay, anyway, we're just gonna get started. Hopefully you can see this. Maybe if I move it down here, then I can see it. Okay, if I move it down here, I can see the top of my screen. That's good enough. Okay. Shinso showed me down to my room and quickly went downstairs. We weren't kicked out of the ball. It was more being escorted out of the palace. The ball was in them being kicked out. Was it? Okay. Why are we escorted out? Escorted. Yeah, I can't word today. When I was trying, like, testing it out the volumes, I remembered how weird, maybe not weird, but, like, it's so hard to read these lines, because Amnesia, it just flowed. I would stutter, like, once every 10 lines, which is still pretty bad, but here it's, like, every third line. I don't know, it just feels unnatural, at least for regular conversation, but then again, to be fair, this is a trillion bajillion years ago, so whatever. Okay. Yes, Shinso showed me to my room and quickly went downstairs. Who the hell is this guy anyway? Yeah, right. Yeah, I would be mad at him as well. The mansion was already dimly lit and rather eerie, so escorting me while telling ghost stories seemed a bit much. Right, he did tell us a ghost story, didn't he? Do you remember the story? I don't remember the story. But I remember that he told me one. I was drawing yesterday while listening to ghost stories and trying to draw cute girls while I'm hearing about kidnappings. The gap moe is great. But I ended up clinging on to him. Even though Shinso grumbled and complained, he slowed his pace to accommodate me. See, that's a true tsundere right there, you know. Ukyo would do that. Ukyo would do that. Okay. Some point I'll stop comparing everything to Ukyo, but like, that day is not today. He was somewhat mean, yet kind at the same time. I was not sure. With these thoughts in mind, I slowly looked around the room. A room facing the south side on the second floor, once used by Mr. Ogai's cousin. Cabinets and desks made of mahogany! Bed linens gentle to touch, and a fireplace that looked as if it belonged to a movie. Sorry, the only place I've heard the word mahogany is the Hunger Games. That is mahogany! Alright, anyway. A faint smell of burning oil wafted from the lamp placed on the bedside table of the bed. Bedside table of the bed? Bedside table of the bed, okay. To be honest, I thought it was too extravagant to be a room assigned to an uninvited guest. Is this really alright? It was not just furniture, but also the clothes that the cousin left behind. They say you can use them as you like. Do we get to wear cute clothes? With gratitude, I borrowed a yukata instead of pajamas. Do we get a picture with us in the yukata? I'm tired today. I lay down on my bed and looked out the lattice window. A multitude of stars twinkled while the red moon still floated in the sky. Looking at the sky in this way, oddly enough, everything that had happened tonight seemed like a dream. Yume mitai. What did I press? I wish it was a dream. Bedside table of the bed might be a tongue twister. It might be a tongue twister. I feel like everything in this is a tongue twister. Whenever it's like a long line, I kind of cry inside. I'm like, oh no. Would anyone like to make a count of how many times I struggle with this dialogue? I feel like this dialogue especially is harder than the other auto again. I could not tell you why. Or maybe it's just because I'm not used to reading out loud, but you know, we'll see. I wish in this moment and everything else. And everything else was all just a dream? I wish this moment. Already got it wrong. I wish this moment. And everything else was all just a dream. Wandering through the brick streets, nearly getting run over by a horse. That party at the Rokumeikan Inn felt like nothing more than a dream. Don't you love how I just go straight into Japanese pronunciation instead of the Rokumeikan is the party at the Rokumeikan? Tomorrow, I would greet the morning in my room, which is not this one here. When I wake up, of course, I will have regained all my memories. Who am I, really? Wandering through the forest of deep memories, yet no exit in sight. I am. While slowly falling asleep, I think back vaguely. Tailcoats fluttering in the moonlight, the silvery wings of a pigeon, dazzling techniques. Well, to put it simply, this is the Tokyo of the Meiji period. You have slipped through time from the Heisei period to the Meiji period from my magic. Charlie. Yes, it was that man who brought me to the Meiji period. I have to see that person again. It's a time system! I love time systems! Okay. Feels like your time is running out. We have to get closer to Shinso before we die. The next day. Bump. Wow! The booming sound, like a cannon blast, jolted me awake from my deep slumber. What was that sound? I rose stiffly and rubbed my eyes. It definitely looks less creepy when it's like light time, you know? Finally enough. I know. And thus the second day begins. The second day of our life. Gradually, my vision became clear, and I noticed an unfamiliar pattern on the ceiling. A vibrant cabinet shimmered in candy hues, a well-worn desk, a soot-fogged lamp. Sunlight shining through the lattice window illuminated the elegant furnishings. This is a room in a Western-style house, the mansion belonging to the person named Mori Ogai, who I had met at the Rokumeikan Inn. This means I knew I wasn't dreaming. I wished it had been a dream. It appears that what happened last night was real. When I woke, I was still in this mysterious Tokyo. In this Tokyo that was clearly different from the present day. I love how I say Tokyo instead of Tokyo. Tokyo. And what I was mentioning before that I completely forgot about. So you know how they have like menu volumes and stuff? Like that voice that just spoke there when I changed volume? You can change who does the system voice. Like, clearly I chose Shinso. But you can change who says the stuff, like. Oh, okay, there's no voice line for that. But. See, there are voice lines for all of them! And obviously, I chose Shinso, because, like, of course I chose Shinso. Anyway. Huh? A natural sigh escaped me. What was sad was that, even though a whole night had passed, not a single memory of mine had returned. It's amnesia! In other words, the situation had not progressed, even by a millimeter as of yet. Shinso! Hi Shinso. Hello. I changed into my uniform in a state of exhaustion and went downstairs to the sunroom on the first floor where Shinso was waiting for me. As usual, he sat expressionless, on the sofa reading something akin to a newspaper. Good morning. Ah. What do you mean, ah? You mean, good morning, Yufu. It is great to see you up today. I made you breakfast. Shinzo replied shortly without even glancing my way. Is Mr. Ogai here? He's at work. Oh, really? Shinzo seemed disinclined to prolong the conversation as he continued to read the newspaper in silence. Okay, to be fair, that's probably what I seem like. Oh no, I was gonna be like, that is so, and then I'm like, wait, I probably do this, don't I? Especially to people who are kind of weird, you know, but still, I'm a nice young lady. You should be nicer to me. You know, to be fair, you didn't want me in your house. It's fair enough, like, I don't want to be in your house either. We're both angry at Ogai for this. But like, that's why we should bond over our shared hatred towards an ugly red-haired man. What do you think, Shinzo? Is this a deal? Okay, thank you. His demeanor maintained. What did I say? His demeanor maintained created an atmosphere of tension at all times, in stark contrast to Mr. Ogai's forceful personality. What should I do? As I searched for something to talk about, I happened to glance at the grandfather clock. Whether it was my imagination, the clock's hands appeared to be pointing to around 12 o'clock. 12? That watch, isn't that clock a bit fast? Shinzo glanced at the pillow clock. That's as accurate as it gets. No way! What would be the point in lying? Did you hear that chime just now? Chime? It's the noon chime, the signal for 12 o'clock. I recalled the tremendous roaring sound before. That sound was the noon chime? If so, then perhaps the clock was more accurate than I thought. I may have been absolutely out of my feet last night, but surely I wouldn't just sleep past noon in a stranger's home. By the way, dismayed with myself, I looked up and my eyes met Shinso's. Can't you do anything about that outfit? Did we go back into our school uniform? Because that's all we have. What? What does he mean by do something about it? I took another look at my outfit. It was the same school uniform as yesterday's with black tights, yeah. Is it too weird? It's weird. The answer was immediate. Exposing your legs is indecent. I hope you won't need to walk around the neighborhood dressed like that. Huh? It doesn't bother me, but it might cause trouble for Mr. Ogai. Uttering these words with nonchalant air, Shinzo lifted his focus back to the newspaper again, signaling that our discussion was over. You've been counting on the tongue-twister moments with all my experience? Okay, surely, you guys should try and read this along with me, you know? So if I stutter and you stutter, then it doesn't count, okay? If it's just a me stutter, then it's a me problem. But if we both stutter, then we can blame the game, okay? So, this is me trying to lower the count of me suffering reading these. Just when I thought he had finally started speaking. How cruel. What is so strange about this outfit? It's just a common miniskirt. Perhaps miniskirts are not acceptable here. Let's just stutter a bit. Yeah, let's stutter a bunch. Just a moment ago, Shinzo criticized me for having my legs exposed, calling it indecent. Reflecting on it now, I realized that every woman I'd encountered in town since yesterday was attired in traditional Japanese clothing. One more for the counter. But you know what's really funny? That for like Japanese clothing, it's indecent these days to like not cover your top, but you can like uncover your legs as much as you want. I found that really interesting. You can wear like the shortest shorts you want and it's still okay, but like don't uncover your chest. Like that's interesting. Like it would be pretty okay to have really short skirts or whatever if you wanted to. And I just banged my arm against the desk if you heard that. Anyway. At the Rokumeikan Inn, everyone was wearing long dresses and I didn't see anyone showing their legs. If a young girl in the miniskirt were to wander through such an environment, it could indeed be an anomaly. Personally, I think it's cute. I agree, May. You should just keep it like that. Noticing my dejected state, Shinzo looked up at me once again. Asked for me to get you a kimono. I remember there are a few women's one available. Do you remember Fumi? We love Fumi. Count that 2 or 3? Okay, only 2 or 3. I thought it'd be like 9 by now. But do we remember Fumi? There's not a Fumi sprite, is there? I'm so sad. There was such a cute Fumi design in the anime. But okay, that's fine. No, I'm going home. I've taken advantage of your hospitality for way too long. I had to read it twice, I'm sorry. Huh? After this curt reply, he continued. So, do you remember your own house? Well, in fact, I don't remember anything. I have no place to go back to, and I have no idea who I am. As I naturally looked away, Shinso looked at me and exhaled. Wrong button. A message from Ogai. Stay here in this house until your memory comes back. That's what he said. I fluttered my eyes. I tended to speak louder than I should. To live in this house means I'll be staying here, right? It was as if a veil had been lifted from my eyes. For someone like me without a home to return to, this was nothing less than a lifeline or a beacon of hope. Are you sure? Sure, why not? I mean, I am also a lodger here. Yeah, we're both freeloaders! You too? He nodded and turned his gaze back to the newspaper again. Now that you mention it, Shinso and Mr. Ogai didn't really give off a family vibe. Was Shinso like the adopted cat? It's like, oh, you poor Shinso, come live with me. Is that basically what happened? I can imagine that's what happened. From what I could tell, Shinso was a student, so it's possible that he came to Tokyo from another region, and he's just boarding at this mansion. But is it really okay for me to stay? Even if I say it myself, I'm a pretty shady woman. It's a bit difficult when it comes to amnesia. Adopted cat. I would love to be an adopted cat to come live with Ogai and Shinso, mostly Shinso. I found it hard to believe that they would let a woman like that stay. Mr. Ogai is a little... No, I would say very eccentric. Come to think of it, Mr. Ogai really helped me out at the Rokumegan Inn, didn't he? But I jumped to conclusions and labeled Mr. Ogai as a kidnapper without any evidence. Okay, look, there was a lot of evidence. We all found it. We all saw that he obviously kidnapped you. So don't worry about that, mate. You don't have to gaslight yourself into thinking it's okay here. You don't have to justify staying, you know. You can still leave. Or you could accept that he did kidnap you. But here is still the best place to be. You know, you don't have to justify it. You can accept that he may be secretly a terrible person. Okay? Thank you, May. I couldn't help but feel that I had allowed unfounded suspicions and acted discourteously, always questioning whether there was some hidden agenda at play. That was quite bad of me. I'll have to thank him properly later. I forgot Fumi had a voice! That's so cute! How about this ebicha-colored hakama? I think would suit a young lady like you very well. Well, thank you so much! The hakama that Fumi-san dressed me in was one that Mr. Ogai's cousin left behind. They keep talking about the cousin! Who is this cousin? Do I have to fight them? The hakama was the same as that worn by university students for their graduation ceremony. It appears to be from a time when his cousin was attending a girls' school. Even so, I think putting on a kimono must have been really hard work. I feel really sorry for them. Oh well. Oh well, they just have to suffer. Fumi, who had found out that I had amnesia, took great care with me and attended to my needs with great concern. She seemed to understand that my inability to dress myself was because of my amnesia. So she patiently taught me how to do it from scratch. Okay, the Mei in this compared to the anime is a lot more serious? In the anime, she just put it on really badly and be like, oh! Fumi, help me! But here, she seems way more serious. I remember the anime, I felt really close to her because I felt like she was a lot like me. But I feel like this was a bit more serious and maybe more like me now. More like an older me. So I guess it still works out, you know? I guess that still works. But somehow, it feels like I've really slipped through time. The image reflected in the mirror was truly that of a person from the Meiji era. If this is considered standard attire, then, as Charlie said, this place is truly the Meiji period. The Meiji period. Dating back to a period far in the past. Over 100 years ago from the present day. Has my audio been weird this whole time? Is that better? Really, what sort of a joke was this? If it involved some type of magic, I was eager to uncover the truth behind it as soon as possible. She's up! Ah! Ah! Mate! Mate, 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 mate! There we go. See, it's automatically in the right spot. How sad is that? Anyway. Is it weird right now? Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. I'm home. Welcome home, Ukyo! As I went downstairs after changing into my room, Mr. Ukyo had just arrived home. Ah, welcome back. Hey, you changed your clothes. It suits you very well. Thank you, Ukyo. I hate how the lines genuinely come off nicer when there's Ukyo in front of it. Mr. Ukyo smiled warmly as he saw me in the Hakama attire. Count this too just because it makes sense to cover ugly faces? Wait, do we remember the name of that other really weird ugly guy who talked about like kids and fountains or whatever? Let me drink. It's only been half an hour but my throat's already suffering. Must be hard to be a voice actor. However, I must say I'm a bit disappointed. Okay, Ukyo would never say he's disappointed in me. Ukyo would never. Now it's just making Ukyo look bad. Okay, we're gonna have to look at Ogai to prevent Ukyo from looking bad. You know, does that make sense? Disappointed. I quite liked your... God. Someone help me. What does that mean? From yesterday, it had quite a certain charm to it. Yufu would be a good voice actor. Yufu would be a good voice actor. I don't know if I shared my Rotten Girl whole vocals with the... Oh no, it's Campo. Okay, that's not a tongue twister. That's just a bad word that I don't know how to pronounce. I haven't shared my Rotten Girl cover. I will put that in the member chat in a bit. Because it did have this one line that I had to record while my mum was in the room next to me. And that was like not embarrassing at all. Rotten Girl. Let me search it up so I can do it to you now. Rotten Girl lyrics. And I was doing this next to my Christian mother in the room who was sick next to me. And I was just recording this one line. Where is it? Someone please tell me what to do because honestly, I just can't stop. Wait, I lost it. wait, what's that? Honestly? Wait, no. Honestly, I've been trying so hard and I can't stop! What would God think? And I know I'm supposed to be a good girl, but somehow I just can't control myself! Every time I see them touching skin to skin, my mind goes... Wah-ha! So I basically did that next to my mum and it was really, really embarrassing, but... I don't think it turned out too badly. And that's what matters. For the sake of the mix, and I'm getting a professional mixer, as in like they say they're professional, and their stuff is pretty good, so hopefully it does turn out good, and it'll be done in like 2 weeks. But I also have to post the Valentine's Bossa Nova thing that I've been planning for like 9 months or something. That'll come out, and then a bit later, then Rotten Girl will come out, because I need to get on it while this trend is still there. And then, embarrassing stories peak. She didn't say anything, but then to be fair, I didn't look her in the face for like the next 3 days. And then I had to re-record it again. They say they're professional. Okay, I do somewhat trust them. They say they're like 10 years in the industry, so that's better than me, so... but it turned out to be like double the cost I thought it would be, like double the main cost, just because there were so many layers, and I had Kat and Yon do some cheers in the back. And there were like 7 tracks of cheers, and like 7 tracks of ad-libs, so... Yeah, that's fair that it would cost that much. But I hope it sounds good. I hope it sounds good. And the monitoring one should also have the mix done on the 14th-ish. So basically, I have like 4 things that are ready to be posted on the 14th-ish. But clearly, I can't put them all on the same day because the algorithm will kill me. So that's why we're going to figure things out. Anyway, I'll stop babbling. I'll get back to the game. Do we know what that word is? Avant-garde? Is it? Avant-garde? Does that mean just like fancy? Or like unique? That's what I'm getting. I'm making assumptions. Fresh indeed, mess up every single other line with still good results. If you were to stroll around the neighborhood in such unconventional attire, people might think you have some sort of mental disorder. Let them say what they want. It doesn't bother me. Mr. Ogai smiled pleasantly and looked at me. His smile made me feel a little smitten. I don't agree, but I believe it's one's personal freedom to wear whatever clothes one likes. Even if someone were to walk around wearing nothing but a loincloth, others have no right to complain, don't you think? Mr. Oga is too free-spirited. Shinzo seemed to express his exasperation with a sigh. With a sight? With a sigh. With a sigh, right? With a sigh. By the way, young lady. Yes? Isn't it almost lunchtime? As we're all here, why don't we all go out and have a meal together? Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat? I hate how he sounds like Iki. His voice sounds pretty similar. Or maybe it's not the voice, but like the inflections sound quite a lot like Iki. Like, I like Iki. And then I look at his face and I'm like, that's not Iki. That stupid O guy. I hadn't eaten anything since yesterday. Realizing the fact that I hadn't eaten anything since yesterday, my stomach suddenly growled with hunger. Feel free to suggest anything. I will treat you to your favorite food. Beef bowl! How about Tsukiji Seiyuken? Tsukiji Seiyuken. It doesn't count as a tongue twister if it's just Japanese, because I'm not Japanese. They have chicken soup, steamed European-style sea bream, and omelette rice. It's not a bad choice. Is that like a feast or something? I do like how they have wrong thing. I do like how they have a glossary. The Tsukiji Seiyuken. First-class French restaurant frequented by high-ranking government officials. They say that the beef dishes are the best in the world. We're going there. We are so going there. Yes. Yes. Yes, oh guy. Yes. Oh, I should probably save. I haven't saved it a bit. Save a suruno. I shook my head at the expensive-looking menu. Even I couldn't be that brazen. No, I don't need something that extravagant for lunch. Just something like beef bowl would be fine, really. Beef bowl? Beef bowl. Oh, you want to eat beef? Iroha is a great beef restaurant. Let's go there right away and check it out. Mr. Ogai nodded in agreement. Then Shinzo sent me a cool piercing gaze. Oi, what's that for? Such a luxury. Hey, you can have beef too. Why are you so annoying? What? I gasped. I stared at their backs as they left the sunroom. I had not meant to prey on their generosity. Rather, beef bowl is supposed to be a dish of the common man. Maybe there's no such thing as beef bowl in the Meiji period. She's so much more serious in this. In the anime, she's like, oh, you can just get me a 300 yen beef bowl from the local store. And then he's like, 300 yen? But I guess she knows how money works in this game. Because, like, 300 yen is enough to buy, like, a whole house or whatever she said. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was like, do you want me to buy a whole estate? Anyway. The rickshaw from Mr. Ogai's house took about 20 to 30 minutes. In a corner of the place they called the Nihonbashi Ward, there was a restaurant called Iroha. Ooh, I do like the visuals. Everything looks really pretty. The restaurant was a large two-story Japanese traditional building. And on the front, Noren? Is that the word? Noren? Is that Japanese or is that an English word? I can't tell. Were big red characters that read beef. I thought this was like a bathhouse with those things. I only ever see these in like bathhouse kind of things. And imagine going to a bathhouse and like the only thing on the curtain just says beef. Beef! Okay, anyway. Stained glass was fitted into the windows, reflecting the sunlight and creating a sparkling effect. How beautiful. However, this place had a completely different feel to the ordinary beef bowl restaurants that I was familiar with. It exuded an elegant atmosphere, more reminiscent of a traditional Japanese restaurant than a beef bowl shop. Hey, coming quickly. I like how he comes along. We say we're hungry and he just comes along to get food as well. As I started up at the store with a blank look. Stared? Is that meant to be stared? As I stared up at the store with a blank look, Shunso spoke again. I'm sorry, I just thought it was a beautiful window. Most likely Japanese is not a tongue twister. Good. And typos don't count as tongue twisters, right? Typos don't, because that's not on me. That's on them. What? I don't think it's that unusual. It's a rarity. None of the beef bowl restaurants I know have such beautiful windows. While tilting his head... I instinctively tilted my head as well before reading that. Shinzo pointed to the red part of the stained glass. Crimson Lake, Ultramarine, Viridian, Gamboge. Huh? Ah! CG! Mate! Ah! They're so I love the art. His hair is so fluffy and I love it. And Mei's just like, oh, but I kind of wish we got to see her in her hakama or whatever she was wearing. I really wanted to see that. Ooh, does Yufa cover it here? Okay, just a bit. Ta-da. Mite, mite, mite! Mite! Aren't they so pretty? Rah! Okay, let me cover Mei. And then, oh, hi Shinzo, I'm in the scene now. Okay, fine. I'll go back to my loser corner. I'm still lagging a bit and it's bothering me, but whatever. We're good. We're fine. We're normal. We're sane. Okay, whatever. Started early, not counting. So it counts tongue twister. Wait, it's actually 5 not 6. Okay, good. It's the name of the stained glass window color. All of them are imported. The windows of a beef restaurant are usually built in a similar style. Is that so? An unfamiliar, beautiful array of colors lingered in my ears. It's like a kind of magic spell. You really are an art student at an art school. It's a great example of what you've learned in your studies. As Mr. Ogai teased you, Shinso's brow furrowed in a stern manner. So would mine if someone would be like, that's why you're a psychology student, because you know that I just stare at them like, bruh. But you know, if I was trying to be a good girl, I'd be like, oh, is it that obvious? Thank you. But inside, I'd be like, what, bro? Maybe I'm a bad person. It's common knowledge for art students like me. So Shinso is an art school student. I see, so you must be familiar with the names of colors. But it was kind of surprising. I was curious to see what kind of painting Shinso, who as a rule is so calm and composed, would create. Was it really that easy to get into Shinso's route? Is this Shinso's route? We just picked Shinso and Ogai before, then picked Shinso again. Is it really that easy? Just 2 choices to determine my fate of who I'm gonna marry? Imagine if it was like that. If you could just be like, oh, I want to be with you, and then bam, you're married. Or you like go on a path to marry them. Wow, if really it was that simple. Come on, eat up! On the iron pot placed in front of me, the dish was adorned with vibrant red and fresh-looking beef, generously topped with green onions! Oh, green onions. The sweet aroma of the simmering sauce wafted up from with the steam, wow, relentlessly stimulating my appetite. Meat! The beef I've dreamed of! In front of me was a dish called Beef Hot Pot, which resembled sukiyaki more than the beef bowl. There were 2 options for the meat grade, premium and regular, and Mr. Ogai generously ordered the form for us. We got the premium beef! I love green onions. I totally don't plan to eat a humongous bowl of green onions now because I want it. Itadakimasu! Itadakimasu. Eat your fill. If it's not enough, we can always add more. Ah, to be a rich guy. What a nice man. I know it's for a formula. I'm trying my best. I love how her first thought is, what a nice man. My first thought is, wow, what a rich kid. Wish I could get premium beef. Somebody who lets me eat as much beef as I like is a virtual god in my eyes. It appeared as if a halo was shining behind Mr. Ogai's head. How is it, the beef hot pot at Iroha? It's absolutely amazing! After taking a bite, I thought to myself, it's delicious. The tender, flavorful beef soaked into the savory broth was quickly soothing my weary soul. So, why are you being so kind to someone like me? I decided to muster some courage and ask the question that had been lingering in my mind since yesterday. I feel somewhat guilty for being a complete stranger and yet being invited into your home, given beautiful clothes and treated to a meal. I don't know how to express my gratitude. Mr. Ogai put his chopsticks down and lifted the corners of his mouth with a smirk. Isn't it obvious? It's obvious, isn't it? I read that wrong. Because I want the pretty lady to appreciate me. Boo! 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 Wait. Okay, mate. I'm gonna put Iki's head on top because Iki matches his personality better. And is like... better to look at. But like, it would make me feel bad if Ukyo said that stuff, so I don't want to put Ukyo's head on there. But like, I'm fine with putting Iki's head on there because I know Iki would say something like that. Because he's a terrible flirt like that. Let me just save a picture of Iki. Iki.png. Okay, there we have Ikster. Okay, import image, Iki. Okay, and then we get the picture of Iki up. Go downloads, Iki. There we go. Here we go. What do we think of the Ixter? Okay, his voice sounds like Iki and he acts like Iki, so like that's gonna be good enough. Okay, back to the game. Hello Iki, it's been a while. What? My mouth fell open in disbelief. It was such an oblique response. Now the stream theme again. Another tongue twister moment happened with it. Obvious, isn't it? Okay. That's not a tongue twister. That's just me being unable to read. Which might be sad. Okay. You must be feeling an intense sense of gratitude towards me right now, mustn't you? He so sounds like Iki. It's bothering me immensely. Are we sure that's not the same voice actor? I'm sure I checked before that it's like the voice actors, right? I'm sure I checked. But it does sound so much like him. Okay, what's this game called? Tokyo Meiji Renka VAs. Characters and staff. Namikawa Daisuke. Do we know who Namikawa Daisuke is? What is Namikawa Daisuke voice? Okay, maybe it's the inflections. It definitely does. Trust me. Okay. I can't help but feel grateful when you've done so much for me. I see. What have we done for him? That's true though. Come on, eat more beef, and then you can be even more grateful. What is wrong with this man? I intend to make you owe me a great deal of gratitude from now on, so be prepared for that. Is this guy the yandere that I didn't know was a yandere? I thought he was just a soft, sweet guy who was just a bit too Prince Oji-sama, you know? But, okay. Alrighty. Even if he tells me to be prepared, I'm not sure if I'm being humble or arrogant. I often hesitate, but I decided to just thank him anyway. Thank you. That was close. It was really close. I'm speechless. Thank you, Master. Right? Mr. Ogai's eyes lit up. My hand holding the chopsticks instantly froze. Mr. Ogai, you make a joke of everything. It was Shinso's voice that snapped me out of my stunned stupor. Thank you, Shinso. Thank you. I see. You're kidding, right? Because that's not what you say to a girl. You don't be like, were you going to say, thank you, Master? No, I was not, in fact, going to say thank you, Master, because... No. What is it, Shinso? I'm not kidding. He's not kidding. I looked at their faces alternately and secretly shuddered. It might just be my imagination, but it feels like I'm about to receive a favor of epic proportions. You don't have to take him seriously. Huh? He's just a bit eccentric, so there's no need to worry about it. Shinso whispered in my ear. He seemed to feign disinterest in our conversation, but he must have been listening to it to some extent. Even when told not to worry, I couldn't help but feel concerned. I tried to change the subject at this point. What kind of work do you do, Mr. Ogai? Oh, I missed a line. I, you see, teach hygiene at the Army Medical School in Ushigome. Oh, are you a doctor? Well, I have my finger in many pies. What is that phrase? Has anyone heard that before? Well, I have my finger in many pies. And she doesn't say anything about that? Okay, I think that's just a bit odd personally. I never heard that, but okay. Alrighty. By the way, a history textbook seemed to open in my brain. As I recall, Mr. Ogai was not only a writer, but also a bureaucrat, a doctor and a soldier, among his many other titles. Then Shinso, are you a student at Mr. Ogai's school? Hang on. Isn't Shinso a student at an art school? There's a clear difference between an art school and a military medical school. Mr. Ogai... Indeed. At times, Shinso is appointed as a guest lecturer for artistic anatomy at Tokyo Art School that he attends. He's appointed as a lecturer? Isn't he like 16? I missed another line a few minutes ago. Okay, maybe I should purposefully miss lines that I can't pronounce. No. Suddenly, Shinzo had remained silent until then, interjected himself into the conversation. Mr. Ogai and I met a long time ago. Even longer ago? It was before Mr. Ogai became an instructor at Tokyo Art. Wait, maybe I'm getting my characters mixed up. Mate. Okay, in summary, Ogai was an instructor and I assume they met there because he was there actually being a student. There we go, I figured it out. I'm big brain like that. I'm probably gonna take a break in like 7 minutes so I can just like rest my throat for a sec and drink a whole bunch of water. And then we'll get back into it after that, but we'll keep going for now. Mr. Ogai picked up some pickles, and squinted nostalgically at them. Picks up the pickles. It's been so long since I ate pickles. First time I had pickles was back when I was a baby, and my mother fed them to me in a paste. Anyway, it was not long ago for us to get nostalgic about it. I'm pretty sure you were right in front of my house, and we're trying to woo a cat. Woo a cat? I looked at Shinso with a startled look. Well, not hit on per se. Good. Come on, you don't need to hide it. Well, it was a truly passionate courtship. Okay, I like Ogai for that line. That's a good one. There's some funny people in this world, so I just invited him into my home, didn't I? He's so tragic. Wait, he reminds me of another green-haired pathetic guy I liked in a game. Oh, is green hair a thing now? Is that a pattern for characters I like? Pathetic green-haired guys. Why does it happen 3 times? This is so sad. Anyway, we'll continue on. Shinso raised one eyebrow slightly. It was hard to tell because of his reserved demeanor. He seemed to be verging on annoyance. Cat, huh? Can't judge a book by its cover. There are people with all kinds of interests in the world. Don't talk about a cat like a cat's an interest. Coincidence? I think not. I agree. I don't think it's a coincidence. Maybe I'm just biased because I like the color green. I didn't like the color green as a kid, but now I do. I don't know what happened. But I never thought it would be cats. It was a bit of a culture shock. What? No, nothing. He was staring intently at me, so I hastily averted my gaze. That was the kind of captivating pickup line that would even impress Shakespeare. Perhaps Shinzo not only possesses artistic talent, but also literary. Come to think of it, I was also quite surprised when I first entered Mr. Ogai's house. You were naked all of a sudden! Naked? What's wrong with being naked? It's normal. I mean, yeah, but... when you think of such a fancy-looking dude, you don't imagine seeing them naked for the first time. That's not normal. I must say, that is a bit small-minded. Seeing it is my home, I should be allowed to be naked. That's not how you're supposed to receive a guest. I couldn't follow the conversation about cats and nudity. Don't put cats and nudity in the same line, May! I decided to inquire a little further about their relationship between the two of them. Ask Ogai about memories with Shinzo, ask Shinzo about memories with Ogai. Okay, I'm gonna save first. Save suru no? Hi, save desu. I feel like if I ask about Ogai, we're gonna find out more about Shinzo, and if we ask Shinzo, we're gonna find out more about Ogai, right? So we're obviously gonna ask Ogai about his memories with Shinzo. But then again, I don't want to talk to Ogai about... I guess we're gonna ask Ogai to tell me about Shinzo. Choices! We get to find out about the cat! What do you mean by wooing a cat? fearfully asked Mr. Ogai. Then with his nostalgic look on his face, he began speaking slowly. It's a whole scene change. That was, I think, a year ago. When I came back from the army medical school in Ushigome, I found something strange in front of the mansion. The mansion does look good in the daytime, though. I didn't even recognize it at first. I just knew it from, like, nighttime where it was scary. I did a great job today. I wish I had that confidence to come home and be like, I did a great job today. Well, there is still time until the evening meal. First, I must cleanse my body. I'll write the rest of the novel out. Oh, a black cat. Well, in the West, it is said that when a black cat crosses your path, it brings bad luck and the like. Well, if one is called a monster just because of having black fur, then one could argue that the entire Japanese population would fall under the category of monster. That's just a stupid superstition. That's so funny though. Saving is always the best choice. We're presented with browsing paths with a story, a difficult section and ending, but not otoge. Okay, but to be fair, some otoge these days are like, you can't save when there are choice options, which you know is fair, so you like stay thinking in the moment. But it sucks. But you know, I do like kind of when it doesn't let you save when there are choice options, kind of ish. Mm? He looks. Nante subarashinda! Is that volume too loud? He is so. He got so excited just then. Did you hear that line? Did you hear that line? Nante subarashinda. Wow! So cute. Not too loud? Okay, thank you. He's so silly. And I love the music. It's so dancey. This glossy black fur, the graceful and sleek body with elegant curves, and those bewitching golden eyes that captivate anyone who gazes into them. I just have to listen to his voice lines. I'm not speaking over this. This is too good. This is the ultimate in natural beauty. It is a work of art created by God. Oh, wrong button. I certify it as a walking national treasure. Well, this young man, he appeared like a gale and started trying to persuade the cat. Oh? It seems like he's taking out a piece of paper. Yes, that's the pose! Oh, this is the best. I am overwhelmed by the opportunity to meet with such a beautiful model like you. I would say it was the best day of my life. I have nice stories about how it turned out. It's so chill and so comfy. I love it. Like, I know some otome games are like really stressful, especially like Pure Fury that I was rewatching yesterday. You know, we don't care about murder. We care about cats, you know? Priorities. Ugokanai! Stay tuned. Yes, more! Eyes over here! Okay, it's nice. Try lifting your chin a little. No, not your front paw. That's right, your chin. I love how Uga's just staring there like, okay. Interesting. Wow. That's a beautiful beard. I have never seen such a beautiful beard before. There's a firmness and resilience to it, as it's well nourished. I see. Is Benito your stable? I love how long he's going on about this cat. Hey there, young man. I said alright. Show us your pads. You don't need to be shy. I want to paint you just the way you are. As beautiful as you are. Yes, so just a little. Raise The paws up to the... I love how the sprite just gets turned. Oh shit, so exactly. Oh, I'm sorry, calm down. I won't touch you again. I won't touch you again. Okay, I'll stop with your pads. The pads are a little too much for me too. Okay then, now that sloppily long tail. Oh wait, don't go! I'm almost done drawing you! Oh damn it. A cabbage white butterfly. Just when things were getting good. Hey, what are you doing? I mean, Wiggles adorable. I agree. And they like move when I smile. Okay, but it's so cute. I love that. I love the Gapmoe. Huh? In front of someone's house. What are you doing, I ask? Is this someone's home? Oh, so this is your house. Yes. Yeah. He's not very sociable, is he? What's this? You suddenly became quiet. You're acting quite differently compared to earlier. Well, even I would be troubled if I were being rude. Rude like that cat, ha ha ha. Rude? What are you talking about all of a sudden? He seems like a troublesome person. Are you perhaps an artist? Well then, show me your artwork. Seem to be quite... Your seems to draw a pretty good picture. It's a new technique not found in conventional Japanese painting. There's even a hint of Western style painting. Are you familiar with paintings? I wouldn't say I'm particularly knowledgeable, but when I was in Germany before, I did visit several art museums. This is just a rough sketch, but it has a similar essence to the paintings I saw back then. I would really love to see the completed version of this. Well, thanks. Is this like how they say back in the day, like artists didn't have to work? They would just get paid to study art every day, all day, and that's how you get like really cool paint. Like there's sculptors who could like get all the fabrics and the skin perfect, and that's the power of actually studying art instead of having to work. Season messed up counts totally as a tongue twister. Okay, but it was also written wrong, so that's also not on me. It's also on me, but it's like also not on me. But anyway, I didn't realize the time. I'm gonna take a break. Okay, I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break to like get my water and try and like re-warm up my voice. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves, discuss the economy and such. Yes, I'll be back. Hi, I I live a questionable life, okay? I mean, you knew that, but I went down to fill up my drink bottle, and then I was gonna see if I could get some food, but then I didn't know what I wanted to eat. Why am I still lagging? This is so sad for me. Okay, well, whatever, it's good enough, you know? Pretend I'm a visual novel, but the screen just changes really fast, and every screen is like a different picture of me. Anyway, so I went, welcome, thank you. So I went downstairs, right, to fill up my drink bottle, and I want to get a snack. Oh no, you can see my extra arms there. There we go. Bug you food, no more. Bug you foods, no more. And I was warming up my voice, like, and I was just walking around my kitchen, not being able to decide what to eat, and I was just doing the national anthem, the and I just did that the entire break. While walking around my kitchen trying to decide what to eat, and then I couldn't decide what to eat. But yeah, I do agree they should match, because it's bothering me that they don't match, but there wasn't a Be Right Back in the pack, and it's kind of sad to do like a starting soon, isn't it? Like, I could go back to the starting soon, or the stream starting, for like the break one. Because I don't want to do ending soon for the break one, because that's going to scare everyone. So it's just going to stay with this one for now. But I feel like the more animated it is, the more rich you look. See, oh, she just disappeared. You know, she does that sometimes. You know, sometimes you get the feeling that disappearing is a cool magic trick. Just scare your friends with. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I feel like I look a lot richer. My setup looks a lot richer by having an asset, by having a full model with like lots of detail and having an animated background. I feel like it looks like the budget jumped up by like $2,000. Even though all this stuff was like free stuff or cheap stuff. But it looks more expensive, and therefore it will gain a more expensive audience. And therefore the rich people will give me money, so I will be rich, so then I can look more rich, because rich people hang out with rich people. And you know, that is how society runs. It shouldn't run like that, but that's how it runs. And then there I can earn more money by pretending to be rich. Did you see that one video of that one girl who pretended to be like, it was like this Chinese girl for a school project, who pretended to be rich or whatever? A socialite, is that what the word is? Googling, I don't know English. Yeah. Person is well known in fashionable society and is fond of social activities and entertainment. And she pretended and got away with it for like 21 days or something. And she got like so many free things. She was allowed to stay in like fancy hotel-ish lobby rooms, and they didn't like kick her out because she was just sitting there, lying there, sleeping there. And then she was able to go into like buffets and stuff. And bro, she was like trying on fancy rings, and they were trying to sell it to her. And she was like, oh, can I look at this one, please? Can I look at this one? And she got away with it so well. It's like, wow, I wish I had that confidence. You would really need a lot of confidence to get away with that. And they're like asking her what she was doing, waiting in that hotel room. Like just sleeping in the lobby. And she's like, I'm waiting for my husband. He's been cheating on me. You know, like, wow, she has a whole plot going on. Like, that's a big brain moment. $2,000 culture. I agree. I did win a raffle. I mentioned this before for a chibi model, but they're kind of dead. So I kind of don't trust them, you know. And there's a person who won a full body, and I won the chibi. And we've been in contact, and we're like, have they talked to you? It's been a bit, hasn't it? Right? I don't think they responded since like mid-January. Okay, maybe that's not that long ago. Maybe it's not that long ago. But it feels like a while. They haven't said anything since their first message, so I'm like, are you a scam? You might be. Okay, let's get back to the game then. Let's get back to the game. It's this screen. Oh, and we still have this drawing up because I didn't close my Clip Studio. But, like, she's cute. You know, guess who that is? That's me with, guess who? Ukyo. I did see, I'm yapping again already. I did a poll on YouTube, community, whatever. And I was like, who's better? Ukyo or Yufu? Do you guys want to guess who's winning the Ukyo or Yufu poll? It's Yufu. 76% Yufu. Honestly, I'm surprised that it's Yufu. I low-key thought you'd all vote that Ukyo was better than Yufu. But Ukyo does have 24%, so that's like a quarter voting for Ukyo instead of me. Yufu, of course. Try to make it 50-50. 10 to bet 20 on Ukyo. Oh, hey! The people want Yufu taste. Okay. I wonder how I would do a Ukyo stream. I could make like a Ukyo model and just have his voice lines play in the background, and I'll like be puppeting the model or whatever and be like, This is totally what he's saying. You know, see, the lips are perfect because I memorized all his lines. And you'll be like, oh, well this is not the right place. I'm leaving. But I do like, see, I'm babbling about like unrelated stuff again. I do like how I'm doing the shading here. Like, it looks very soft compared to before. Compared to this one. This one looks less soft, you know, compared to this. But like, yeah. I know. I feel like it low-key looks like AI art. Does that make sense? I feel like it kind of does, just because like the way it blends, because I'm bad at blending. So you see there's just a blending line, but I learned this technique recently where it's like, you just like select the area. I'm just doing this with a trackpad. Maybe it's not connecting. Never mind, I'm not doing. But you basically select it, then put a gradient, transparent gradient on instead of like blending it yourself. So the gradient will automatically just blend it perfectly for you. Which means I don't have to do like proper shading ever again if I want to achieve this look, which I think is pretty cute, you know. But I feel like kind of does look like AI. But then again, I want you guys, if I post something like this, I want you to be like, Yufu, that's AI! I hope you suffer and burn! So that I can go like viral for using AI, and then I can be like, well, actually, I dare use AI. I'm actually the best. Is it bad that I want to be in drama so I can prove that I'm innocent to people? I just like attention. Histrionic personality disorder for real. I'm joking. Previous G this week, it's supposed to be drawing, but the title for the one is now. She ended up battling and singing instead. It's W though. At least I'm self-aware. You know, I'm aware that I was meant to draw, and I did kind of start working on it. Do I have the file up? Is it you? It's not you. Is it you? Yeah. See, I somewhat started working on it afterwards, and then I also kind of thought maybe I just give up because my art isn't as good as I would have hoped for the MV. Like, I would have to put like a lot more effort into these to make them look good. So I'm thinking maybe I stop with my whole storytelling idea. Like, as much as I like stories, we could probably just do it with the assets, right? We could have just like one really cute picture and then just have a whole bunch of assets pop out on the side. And we could have like one piece of art that transitions into like the different hairstyle, different design, but it's still the same base. I think that could also work well, but maybe I would just do a few of these, you know, maybe. Potentially. And if they don't work out, oh well. Because I still haven't finished the lyrics and they've been waiting like a month and a half, and I feel really awkward to be like, hi, I didn't forget about this. I'm just very slow. Okay, we will get back to the game because I am very big brain. There we go. Okay, cool, it showed up. Yippee! Yippee! I love how chapter 2, it says on the thing here, it's called Candidates for the Beautiful Bride. Alright, you can start working on the continuation of this painting at my place from now on. Does he just think Shunso's homeless or something? Imagine Shunso's like, I have a family, you know. Huh? Exactly, huh? Huh? Whenever I see huh, I think of the cat meme, the huh. Huh? I'm fond of this painting. You have the obligation to complete it as soon as possible and bring me joy. It's terrible. No, but... Well then, now that it's settled, come up and hurry to my place. I read that completely wrong. Haha, I'm looking forward to seeing the finished piece. What's? Fumi, I brought you a guest. Room, a hot cup of coarse tea. Did you really just drag Shinzo all the way home? Yes, we have some delicious buns. Let's feast on some coarse tea. No, I didn't mean to. Come on, don't hold back. Hurry up and come in. Haita! No, really, it's... I mean, who are you? Doesn't count as one? Cool. Cool. That's true. Shinzo looks so unimpressed. Like, oh, guy, why did you say that? Yes. Going by Mr. Ogai's account, Shinzo seems to be someone who possesses the power to transform himself. More like a dual personality than a transformation. Given Shinzo's usual cold demeanor, it's difficult to imagine him passionately pursuing cats. I looked at Shinzo again. What? Nothing. As usual, I was met with a piercing glare and I quickly averted my gaze. Most likely, Mr. Ogai is just talking a big game. At any rate, I decided to think that was the case. We left the beef hot pot restaurant around 2 PM. Mr. Ogai seemed to still have some work to finish. He said he would be going back to military medical school. Yes, there may be guests coming tonight. My first reaction was like, oh, guests! My second reaction was, oh no, it's not the weirdest from the party, is it? Who are they? Donata desu ka? They're my relatives. They'll probably bring some other trivial stories as usual. Will they bring food? That's all that counts, you know? I don't care if guests come to my house as long as they bring food. You can arrive uninvited if you bring food, okay? There we go. The way to my heart is through food. Thank you very much. Mr. Ogai's face did not have a pleasant look at it. He seemed to be constantly bothered by these trivial stories on a regular basis. That's a good idea, Shinzo. How about we take her on a sightseeing tour? What? If he says ha, that means I know him too well. He's gonna be like, huh? I was wrong. Moody this. I can't. I still have some work to do. If I can arrive uninvited, say no. Well, exactly. But it better be good food. If it's bad food, then you're never invited again, okay? So it's... it's a challenge. You know, you either bring really good food and you can come whenever, you bring bad food and you're banned forever. Nope, you're not allowed to step onto the premises. You know, you step on and I will call the police, you know? Oh. Mr. Ogai's suggestion was promptly rejected without hesitation. It's a refreshing no. Oh, truly, he's such a jerk. I'm fine on my own, plus, I have a few stops I want to make. What kind of stops? Where? Well, it's Hibiya Park. So, this is the first place where I set foot in this world. I had a feeling that I needed to go back to that place once again, of course, to meet Charlie again. I don't mind you going, but... While saying this, Mr. Ogai began to fidget inside his chest pocket. Fidget in his inside chest pocket. It would take some time for you to get to Hibiya. You can take this with you. Is this a horse or something? You just grab one from somewhere? A wallet-like object. Suddenly I was handed a wallet-like object. It felt heavy in the palm of my hand. Use the rickshaw for going and returning. Do you know the way back? I know, but this... Don't complain, take the money! Don't worry about it, there's not much in here anyway. No, I think it's pretty much in here. Indeed, as Mr. Ogai had mentioned, the distance to Hibiya is quite a lot. It would take a reasonable amount of time on foot. Thank you. I will pay you back what I owe you someday. She's never gonna pay him back. There's no way to pay him back. He's rich, we are poor. How do we pay him back? More importantly, try to return before orbital time. Preferably by orbital time, alright? Isn't it the same thing? Orbital? From sunset until dawn. Once it gets dark, there's a possibility of being stalked by the Mononoke. Mononoke. Since I came into this world, I had heard this word several times. I completely forgot about the Mononoke. I forgot there was lore to this game. I forgot it wasn't just dating handsome people. 3 in the span of about a minute? They don't all count, do they? Does mononoke mean something like yokai? I immediately thought of haunted cats and nurikabe. It must be some kind of joke. Well, normally you cannot see a mononoke. That is, unless you are a tamayori. You will not be able to see them, and it is surely dangerous. They did not seem to be joking, and yet I couldn't help but feel a bit confused. But no way, right? Ooh! Don't mind me, I'm yawning and I just woke up. This is so sad. Then I took a rickshaw and came to Hibiya Park. The driver dropped me off and held out his right hand. Well, I'll take the 60 cent. 60. Oh, I see. I thought I was in the Heisei period now. I hurriedly pulled out my wallet. I struggled to decipher the words on the banknotes. 1 yen is a bill, and 50 yen, sen is a silver coin. 2 sen is a copper coin. 1 yen is a bill, 50 cent is a silver coin. 2 cent, what? Okay, so a silver coin and some copper coin. Okay, it makes sense. Read them wrong briefly for even a split second, so those three count. No! Okay. The cost of living is so different. I couldn't tell if the fare was expensive or cheap either. After managing to pay the fare, I stepped out of the carriage and found myself once again in Hibiya Park. Where's Charlie gone? I've been wondering about him for a long time, since getting lost in the middle of the Rokumeikan. Right, Charlie just disappeared, didn't he? Just faded out of existence. Bro, you can't just ditch me here and leave forever and ever and ever. You can at least come back and be like, oh, sorry about that. If he's not here to apologize, I'm gonna kill him. I had no way of contacting him, so I decided to visit the place where we first met. It might not be so easy to find him. Even so... Ooh, that's really pretty. I like how it pans across the scene. I do like how the characters in the back are less anime style. I find that pretty interesting. Even so, of course, the view is completely different between day and night. Hibiya Park at noon was lush and neatly maintained, and there was a decent crowd here. Didn't try to say there and here at the same time, of course not. People on the street were enjoying a leisurely stroll. Young men and women were gathered at the pavilion, and an elderly couple engaged in peaceful conversation on a bench. And of course, nobody raised an eyebrow upon seeing me in my hakama. I guess he's not here. I walked around the park for a while, but Charlie was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, the sun was setting, and the ground began to turn orange. Looking up, I saw the first star shine high in the sky, and night was slowly approaching. Well, time passed really quickly. Don't go to this park, or your time just goes shazam. You're there for like 1 minute, and suddenly it's nighttime. So this is like Danger Park. Never go there. I was right, it really is night in like 1 minute. Don't, you missed the time you were meant to be back at, May. I don't remember what it was called, but what was it? Well, you're late, May, you're late. After taking it easy for a while, a long time had passed. I had to go home soon. Hey, where's the exit to the park? Do you think they're worried for me? They'd better be worried for me. If they're not worried for me, if Shunto's like, knew you'd be back, I'm gonna be mad. He should at least be worried inside. You know, he can be mean on the outside, he can be a tsundere, but as long as he's like, oh, I was so worried about her inside, then we're good, you know? Maybe he's too mean of a tsundere for me. Like, Shin from Amnesia is too mean of a tsundere for me. He's that one childhood friend who's like mean as a joke. And like, doesn't... He's always like, you're doing it wrong, you need to do it like this. Oh, I get it, but you could be a bit nicer. You know, I am the love of your life. Please be kinder to me. Because I was walking in the park blindly, I completely lost my bearings. First, I decided to ask a passerby for directions. Excuse me. I called out to a young woman in a kimono who happened to be passing by. She looked back at me with a bewitching smile on her red lips. For a moment, a shiver ran down my back. My skin was naturally milky, and I was caught in the illusion that the ground below me shook. Wait, what? Is this a tamayori? Interesting. That voice. Is there something you need from me? Yes, I wonder where the exit to the park is. I said, desperately trying to suppress my discomfort. I'd be happy to tell you, but... Oh, thank you. But... I got a message. Is this my package? My package has been delivered! Oh, wait. Wait, now I'm excited. Okay. After this gets less dramatic, I will go grab my package and then I'll come back and like talk about it. Then she squinted both her eyes into the shape of a crescent moon. Her teeth peeking through the gap between her lips were black. They were jet black as if painted in black ink. Ah! Her white neck stretched out. Her mouth was open so wide that her face was ripped open, and her black teeth made an eerie clattering sound. It was pitch black inside her mouth. The abyss-like emptiness eventually filled my field of vision, and then... I will tell you, but in return, will you feed me your meat? That is such a weird line. Ah! The scream that left from the back of my throat cut through the darkness. Run! I ran away rapidly from that place. Ooh, another package is delivered. Wait, who is this from? They took a picture of the outside of my house to show that they were there, but like there's no package in the pictures. That's suspicious. Anyway, right, we're running. I'm not distracted. running. I just kept going and ran through the dimly lit park. I can read. Hey, what was that? What was it? With a mouth so big that it rips its face open, with an elongated neck, it didn't seem human at all. The after image of blood-red lips and the clattering sound of teeth were hard to get out of my ears. Help!
Oi.
Hi! Charlie! Somebody! Iruya! Huh? Heard a familiar voice and gradually slowed down. Wiping the sweat from my forehead, which was flowing like a waterfall, I willed myself to turn around. Charlie? Yes, me. Genki datta na? To my surprise, Charlie was there. From the park, just now, that barely counts. I was barely off, you know. I was one syllable off, you know. That barely counts. Path, park, same thing. Okay, but because I am very curious, I'm gonna go run and see if my package is there. Sorry to ditch you all. I'll be back in like a minute. Surely I left my keys here, right? Yeah, okay, I'll be right back. Sorry folks, if you're invested in the story, we're gonna yap about this package real quick. No, wait, this isn't even to me. I'm so sad. What? I got a message saying my parcel was delivered. And I go and it's not even for me. Bro, what? You know, I'm sad now. I'm really sad now. Bro, this is so sad. I got 2 messages saying my parcel was here. And the only parcel there is not for me. Okay, fine, that's fine. I'm just gonna leave it somewhere. I am a bit sad. Singing a silent Japanese karaoke, exactly. Bam, 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 ba-down. To my surprise, Charlie was there. Okay, we'll keep going. He took off his hat in an aloof manner and bowed gracefully. I do like this guy, how he keeps appearing out of nowhere. It's like, oh, hello, this is a terrible time for me to be here, but howdy do. It's Charlie. The fear I'd felt earlier was instantly relieved. Even though Charlie's still really strange and weird, and it's kind of dangerous to be with him as well, but whatever. Even though I didn't know this person I was dealing with, relief enveloped me like being reunited with an old friend. Just now, It was a ghost. A ghost? I think it was a ghost, or at least some kind of apparition. Apparition? I even gasped when saying it to myself. Perhaps that woman with the big mouth just now was one of those mononoke. No way, that's... When you say apparition, do you mean like the huh? Or the sand-throwing hag? Charlie looked around, seeming interested. No, it was not like that. First glance, she was normal. She was a normal and beautiful lady. When I fell silent, Charlie shrugged and smiled. Maybe you were dreaming? Rude! Rude! You're dismissing my fears? I was running for my life. Did you not see me running? Are you suggesting I was crazy? It was all on me. Did you not see that crazy woman? Then maybe it was somebody possessed by a fox or a raccoon. What do you mean? Is that from a Japanese folktale? I stared at him. Charlie blinked and then looked somewhat entranced. As usual, it's just too much. What is wrong with this guy? Literally, what's wrong with all these guys? Yes? You know that look of yours, like the contents of a pot of curry that has been left out for a week in the middle of summer. That cold look in your eyes, like anger and pity, have been added together and divided by 2. Oh no! He approached me slowly with a euphoric gaze. As I thought, he's dangerous! In the same place I was the other day, I felt the same pain as during that time. If you come any closer, you'll regret it. Go for it. Administer the... How do you pronounce that? Coup de grace, is it? The legendary eternal frozen look that emanates from your binoculars. Is that the name of some technique? I didn't know what misapprehension he was under, but there was nothing emanating from my eyes. Come on then, direct more of your scorn and cynicism towards me. My guy. Don't do this to a stranger, okay? You know, if this is the love of your life and you've been friends for like 10 years, go for it. If this is a stranger, practically a stranger, who just ran from death, don't do that. Don't do that. No, that's not the sort of thing I'm into. I backed away like a slowly receding tide. Is he backing with us, like coming forward to us? I would have liked to get out of there right away if I could. But there was a reason why this was not possible. Forget that. I came here today because I needed to talk to you. I screamed and Charlie stopped with a snap. Coup de grace, is it? Okay, that does sound more familiar. Okay, I guess that, yeah, it's probably that. Thank you. What do you want to talk about? Stop messing around. Take me back to the modern age. That was my original purpose. No matter how dangerous I thought Charlie was, he was the only person who could connect me to the modern world. If this person didn't do something, it would surely be impossible for me to get out of this world myself. It was you who brought me here in the first place, so surely you can send me back, right? I appealed to him forcefully, to which he returned to his usual aloof look. You want to go home? Even though you've forgotten almost everything about yourself in this modern age. That may be so, but even if that was the case, it didn't mean I would no longer want to go back. If I go back to the modern age, I might be able to remember everything. Yes, that's certainly true. Your memory is fuzzy, but it's only temporary. By the time you return to the modern age, you may be able to remember everything. When I return to the modern age? It seemed an oddly curious thing to say. You make it sound like this isn't the first time that you've done this. Didn't I tell you? I have seen many customers participating in my Magico shows to different ages in the past. I didn't know that! Don't think that you were the first. What's this highly damaging type of magic? I felt deeply sorry for those people who had suffered before me. And who are those people? What happened to them? Yes, some of them returned to the modern age, some did not. Okay, at least we know it's possible. You know, that's better than knowing it's not possible. What? Charlie casually talked of going back to the modern age. What, so then I can go back? I never once said that you couldn't go back, did I? He's so annoying! It's just that it's not such a simple process. Unless certain conditions are met, it is unlikely to succeed. Conditions? Yes. We need to set up a situation similar to the night you came to this time period. Saying this, Charlie looked up overhead. A round moon with a hint of vermilion was floating in the night sky. It seemed to lack a little roundness compared to the other day when there was a full moon. The opportunity will be 1 month from now, when it's a full moon. His dignified voice echoed in the darkness of the night. If you still wish to return to the modern world, even after 1 month has passed, I'll try the same magic trick again. No one checked this, did they, for typos? Try the same magic. Try? Not do, just try. What if it doesn't work? That is, the magic of the mysterious box I entered on the night of the festival. Unless, however, you wish to remain in this time. In that case, I will return to the modern age alone, and then we're stuck here forever. That will never happen. I would definitely be coming back with you. Well, I expect your memory to have returned a lot by a month from now. You're free to reach whatever conclusion you prefer. The conclusion was obvious to me, whether my memory returned or not. I have to go back to the modern age. Maybe I have family and friends waiting for me in the modern age. Probably. If it was just a month, I was sure we'd go by in a flash. Understood, so I should just come back here in 1 month's time? That's right, I will usually be hanging around here. You can come here whenever you feel like it. No! 12 already? 12 already? Okay. Hang around. By the way, Charlie, what have you been doing since the other night? Surely you've not been sleeping outside. Surely you're not Ukyo. I have been lucky enough to be picked up by a person from this age, but I wonder if he had found a place to stay. Ha ha! What are you talking about? I'm a magician, remember? Don't tell me he's living in the modern world with like a family and kids and having a nice bed as I'm suffering out here. He took off his hat slowly and breathed in deeply. Look closely inside this hat. Is there going to be a bed that comes out of the hat? Huh? 3, 2, 1. Yay! As he spoke, out from the hat popped a bouquet of red flowers. Roses. Come then, young lady. This is my gift to you. He handed me the bouquet and I fluttered my eyes. Ha ha! They say that art helps you, right? If you're as good as I am, you can earn some tips to build a storehouse. Does he live in a storehouse? I see. Tips. The ladies and gentlemen who were at the Rokomekan were obviously rich. They included many who were foreign nationals, and if you performed magic on them, it would be easy to imagine their reaction. Well, I'm sure this person would always be able to make a living somehow. I decided that for the meantime, I didn't need to worry about Charlie's livelihood. Worry about yourself, May. By the way, it's getting dark already. Don't you need to go home? I would have thought your landlord would be worried. Does he know that I'm with Ogai? Ah, he was right. A lot of time had passed since I had started talking to Charlie. In that case, I will be going. It's so sad how Charlie's like our only friend here besides Ogai and Shinso, but like, Ogai's weird and so is Shinso. Okay, Shinso's just a rude teen, you know. But Ogai's weird, Charlie's weird. We don't have any normal friends except maybe Fumi. Okay, take care, and don't let the foxes and raccoons tease you. Charlie teased me and waved me off. What if we see her again? He definitely does not believe my story. This guy is endlessly mucking around, but somehow I cannot hate him. Anyway, 1 month to go. In 1 month, this incomprehensible life will come to an end. How long is this game? This is the second day, and if it's a whole month, and there's like 8 different characters, wow. When I thought about it, I felt a little lighter, and raising my head, I walked towards the exit of the path. I arrived at Mr. Ogai's house in Kondo around 6 o'clock in the evening. As I returned home much later than expected, I hurriedly tried to open the front door. Let me in! Okay, maybe that's too loud. Okay, did you lock us out? Do we have to sleep outside? We're in Meiji period, our only food is a normal one. Yeah. Okay, to be fair, if you are rich, then yeah, you probably would be a little insane. I just say that because I don't know what the rich life is like. And if you are a magician who can time travel, yeah, it checks out that you'd be a bit weird. Checks out if you're... Actually, I guess it makes sense since there's like ghosts and stuff. I feel like you would be a bit weird if you lived in a place with ghosts anyway. Because that would be scary. And you know... Okay, anyway. Something from behind the door. I can feel the noise. Come to think of it, didn't Mr. Ogai mention that there might be a visitor? We're gonna burst into the visitor like, let me in! Oh, whoops, it's a visitor. Oh, okay, do we want to place our bets? Who do we think the visitor is gonna be? You know, personally, I think the visitor is gotta be Ukyo. As in, it's gonna be someone ugly. To be fair, I think a lot of the cast is ugly. You know, personally, I think they're kind of ugly. Except Shinzo. Okay. Anyway. I'm home. Cautiously called out and peeked into the sunroom. After momentary silence, Mr. Ogai hurriedly rushed over. Wow, his clothes look cool. That looks much cooler than his normal clothes. You should never get dressed and go to work. You should just stay in your pajamas forever. Don't you think? Do you guys agree? Hey, you're late. I was worried about you, May. Oh, I'm sorry. Is Shinzo worried though? Oh, get away from me. Oh, hug. Okay, it's just hug. There we go. It's fine. Huh? Oh no, it's a whole CG. My mind went blank. Can we get one with Shinzo, please? How do we get like a close one with Ogai and Charlie? But we've picked all the Shinzo options, right? And yet the only Shinzo ones are us looking at things together. That makes me sad. Hello, Star. Hello. We're playing Tokyo Meiji Renka, and basically we went out today, we saw Charlie, we talked to Charlie, and Charlie said that we could go back to the modern era because we're stuck in the Meiji period right now. We can go back to the modern era in 1 month's time if we want to, or we could change our mind and say we want to stay here, and then we're stuck here forever, I think. So basically that's it. And then we came home and this guy said, oh, I was worried about you because you've been out so long. In this moment I'm being hugged by Ogai for some reason. It took about 10 seconds for me to register the fact. And she's so cynical, the MC. She's like, oh, why am I here? None of this is going well. Everyone is weird. Which is so real. Oh my goodness, make me worry about you. If something were to happen to you, I wouldn't know how to go on living. I rely on you so much, and the thought of losing you is unbearable. What? Hey, what are you talking about, Mr. Ogai? I stood there dumbfounded, unable to make sense of the nonsensical words in his embrace. Are you perhaps drunk? I'm not drunk, because I don't like to drink. That's such a bad line. I'm not drunk because I don't like to drink. I see. Then what in the world is this stream of words all about? As I stood there in bewilderment, someone else came running towards us. Shinzo! Oh my goodness. The person who appeared, as if in a frenzy, was a woman in her 40s. She was wearing a beautiful striped kimono. Can we see her? Aunt, I'm sorry. As I was telling you, I have already chosen someone in my heart. You can't tell, but I am giving a disgusted face here. Is he like this in all the routes? Is he weird like this in all the routes? Or did I just pick wrong? If we end up with Ogai's route, I'm just gonna be a bit sad, you know, just a bit sad, just a bit sad. In a rather theoretical, theatrical, how do you, theatrical. Voice, Mr. Ogai continued his words. Yes, she is the one here. I've decided that she's the only one for the rest of my life. She's my future wife. Huh? In response to Mr. Ogai's startling announcement, our mouths agape. We both stared at each other in shock. I apologize for the abruptness of my statement. We don't choose who knows for sure yet. Like, I don't know where we would have picked wrong. Because, like, we heard Shinso's story. We chose to sleep, like, like be taken to our room by Shinso. We chose Shinso and Ogai at the start, and there were only 3 choices, weren't there, so far? And we've picked all the Shinso ones. Unless the game makes you do Ogai first, or Ogai's just weird. After Auntie left, Mr. Ogai and I were sitting face to face on the sofa in the sunroom. Beside me was Shinso, who had come downstairs upon hearing the commotion. Yeah, it was really abrupt, and Shinso drank his tea in one gulp, showing no signs of remorse for the tea because he just killed the tea after drinking it all. My aunt keeps pestering me to settle down. I don't necessarily oppose the idea of getting married, but I'm just not in that mindset at the moment. Huh. So that's why I asked you, who appeared at just the right moment, to stand in as my fiancé. Maybe it's fake. Maybe he doesn't actually feel that way. Maybe it's just because we're the only girl here and he doesn't want to say he wants to date the maid. That could be it. I figured that if they knew I had a committed partner, my aunt would also resign her attempts. Gee, thanks. In other words, this was the situation. 14 tongue twisters. Mr. Ogai, eager to postpone discussion about his marriage, hastily enlisted me, who happened to be a lodger in his house, to pose as his temporary fiancé. Temporary, good, temporary, because we're going after Shinso, you know? I couldn't help but think that it would have been better if Mr. Ogai had told me about his plan in advance, considering that I was the one who came back late. Oh? You're mad at me? Yes, I am, Ogai! I'm so mad at you! Huh? Your cheeks are puffed up, like a little squirrel with its cheeks pouches stuffed to the brim with food. Tell that way naturally! Isn't it cute? Well, from today onward, I'll call you Little Squirrel. He never explained in the anime why he called us Little Squirrel, and I'm like, why are you calling me Little Squirrel? But I guess that makes sense. No, please don't. Please refrain from giving me such an embarrassing nickname. I pleaded, shake my head in adamant refusal. Well, setting that aside, seems like it was a good match, don't you think? In a nonchalant tone, Shinso brushes his hair back. Is the prospective partner from a respectable family? It's not a question of having a good family background. I want to focus on academics now, you know. And I still have a novel to write. But did your aunt really believe it? Hmm? It's about your girlfriend. Isn't she suspicious at all? Their gazes turn to me at the same time. Sorry, it's weird. No, Shinso never explained himself properly. Mr. Ogai promptly came to Shinso's defense, but I had to admit that Shinso had a point. I couldn't help but wonder if Mr. Ogai's relatives would actually accept a fiancé who seemed to appear out of nowhere. I'm not really getting married. I guess it's a good thing I've escaped from this now. As I casually entertained these thoughts, Mr. Ogai crossed his arms and wore a serious expression, as if he didn't share my optimism. Yes, it's true. I do need to clarify the identity of my girlfriend. I guess I'll have to clarify. It might be difficult to get them to accept you as my fiancé. That's true, especially considering their prestigious background. It's indeed a troublesome situation. My aunt keeps insisting it's a good match, but good matches don't just come easily. As testament, one can look at the high divorce rate in our country. After sighing heavily, Mr. Ogai adjusted his posture. Then he looked at me. May, I have one request for you. Can I request your cooperation? It messed me up since I said request twice in like one line. Well, 2 lines. You don't put the same word like that twice. That's what my English teacher told me when I was like 5. You don't say like, I want to eat food, food is tasty, food, the food, food, food. You don't put the same word in like multiple times, especially if it's like a unique word. Then it just sounds cringy. Don't do that. That is English tip number 1. Me justifying my bad reading skills. I'll probably end like in the game when we finish this day, because it's almost been 2 hours and the day seems to be almost done. Cooperation? Yes. I want you to somehow acquire the necessary Bro, okay, so he goes to Shinso and he's like, oh, you paint? You're with me now, finish that painting. Oh, you're here now? Okay. You will become my fiancé, learn maths and how to actually be a good girl. Learn that. Bro! I'm not learning nothing for you, Ogai, but, you know, still, thanks for letting me stay here, but not interested. I can leave in a month, you know, leaving in a month, so let's not get married, you know. Tilted my head at the words of Mr. Ogai. Necessary qualification to be Uka's fiance. Okay, I feel like to be Uka's fiance, you just have to be alive. Because I don't think OCD did anything particularly interesting. She's just nice. What I wonder are the qualifications for a fiance? I'm not even engaged to begin with. Form instead of from, and identity instead of accept. Also repeating words instead of counter, also necessary instead of necessary. Oh no. It's so sad. 17 already. To be honest, I thought it would be at like 40 by the end. So, you know, 17 is not that bad. And Yufu does not know how to looks max. Yo, it's so sad. The way Yufu looks max is just pay for another model. anyway, not even engaged to begin with. I just came up with a brilliant idea. Okay, that sprite is kind of cute, that one. Of him. But like, you know, Shinzo looks better, but you know, no big deal. Huh? As a matter of fact, there will be a beauty contest organized by a newspaper at the Rokumeikan Inn soon, and you need to win the beauty contest, because if you don't win the beauty contest, you are not beautiful. You are ugly. You are not fit to be my fiance. Beauty contest? Yes, it's an event where noble ladies and government official daughters compete for the title. If you achieve good results in this contest, even my aunt will have no choice but to recognize you as my fiance, don't you think? Am I participating in it? Yes. No way! Shinzo, do you think I'm not pretty enough? Kind of funny though. Yes, you will be. No way. Rude! I can't! Shinzo and I blurred out at the same time. You're a perfect sync, both of you. So maybe it is us. You know, we can pretend to be your fiance, but like, I would like to be Shinzo's fiance. You know, like, please. No, this is not the time to be impressed. I can't believe it's a beauty contest. Moreover, there is no significance in participating. Get a good score, said Mr. Ogai. No matter how you look at it, I am facing a losing battle. It might feel like it's more achievable to be told, show me how you can fly through the sky rather than winning this contest. I'm sorry, I want to help you, but there are things that humans can and cannot do. Well, are you already assuming that you can't do it? Humans are constantly evolving beings, you know. Mr. Ogai spoke as if he were a school teacher. Well, he is indeed a teacher. I have always believed that there are no limits to human potential. If you set your mind to it, you could acquire the perfect refinement of a lady in just 2 weeks. Don't you think so, Shinzo? If he's just gonna say no, I'm gonna be so sad. Ah! Shinzo! No, I don't. No, you don't. Wow. Wow, okay, I would like to prove you wrong, but I also don't care enough to enter this competition. Fine, because you don't have a choice. No, you can do it. You could do, right, May? Mr. Ogai's direct gaze suggested that he wouldn't possibly accept a refusal. I just added a word there. How could I possibly say no under such circumstances? Indeed. I'm sorry. I was just offended by a stupid Shinzo and stupid Ogai. Maybe we change our favorite to Kyoka, but Kyoka was weird as well. How about we change our fave to the electricity guy? How do you even unlock the electricity guy? Is he like the secret character at the end? No, I think Charlie was the secret character at the end. How do I get to the electricity guy? We haven't even had a scene with him. Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out later. We'll see if we can get into Shinzo route for now. If I were to participate in the contest but failed to achieve good results, what would happen? Don't worry about it. You won't fail because you will be studying 24/7, because that's the only reason you get to live with me. If you don't want to live with me, that's fine, go live out in the street. But you have to win for me because you're my fiancé. And if not, then I will kick you out and you will not be my fiancé and I will marry Shinzo. There we go. New law. Mr. Ogai said empathetically. No, emphatically. I got the words wrong. Do count. Okay, but if the extra words fit into the situation, I don't think it counts as a tongue twister. Like, that did fit. If I randomly said the word, like, school bus instead of rickshaw or something, I think that would count because that's completely out of context. But adding a possibly, I think, is okay. Potentially. Messing up a word, like, emphatically does count, though. You have both Shinzo and me by your side. There's no way you'll get a bad result. I don't quite agree, but like, wow, I couldn't possibly fight his overwhelming enthusiasm and energy. Shunta and I sighed deeply at the same time. Yep. Yeah. 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 May. Who is that? Someone's calling my name. Hey May, did you have fun today? It wasn't fun. I'm just exhausted from all the things I have to deal with. Because it seems as though I traveled back in time to the Meiji period. Tell me about it. What sort of things did you do? Who are you people? Come on, tell us, May. Who are you? I want to remember, but I can't. I want to remember so that I can tell you, but... And that's the end of the day! So it seems like each day is like half an hour. So by that calculations, it'll be like 14 hours per route. Now that's gonna be insane because there's like 8 routes. And 14 times 8 is a number. It's a number over 100. That's over 100 hours of gameplay, right? Wow, this is a huge game. For the price, it better be a huge game. But yeah, wow, that is a huge game. Tap, tap. And that is the end of the day. Yippee! Let me save. Save するの? Hi, save. Hi, ありがとう、シュンソー。End game. 終わります。や。100 hours of gameplay. Okay, but do you like playing the Otoge? I don't know. I know you guys like yapping a lot, and I feel like there's a lot yet. Wow. English is so good. Lot less yapping when it's just reading dialogue. I try to add in bits to make it interesting. But what do you guys think? Do you prefer that, or would you prefer just like... I know you guys probably just prefer me just talking here, yapping about random stuff, talking about my life, being a narcissist as I do. I feel like I yap less when I draw, unless they're like brilliant conversation topics that just come to my brain out of nowhere. I like the animal ear wiggles as well. I like them as well. 100, wow, I still can't read. 112 hours. Let me see if I can Google, see how long it is. Because if 112 is like my estimation based on like how long 2 days took. Because it probably took longer for the like first chapter, right? Yeah, okay. Tokyo Meiji Renka full moon game length. How long is this game? Does it say how long it is? Because it sure does feel long. So I imagine some days would be a lot shorter than other days, right? Like, especially in like Amnesia, it also has a time system and it's about a month as well. What? Completionist is only 26 hours? What? There is no way. There is no way you can 100% this game in 26 hours. Is 26 hours per route? No. No, what? Joke. That was one person. I don't trust them. I don't trust them, okay? I don't trust people. Yep. 18 games, you didn't read this earlier? 18, okay. 18 is not that bad. I thought it would be like 50 or like 70 or something. So, I know I stumbled over some words, but maybe they didn't count. Yeah, maybe it's daijoubu. But, once we finish the Shunso route, would you want to do another route from this game or try a different game? I kind of wanted, there was one game I think I saw that was like, it was like 18 plus, but nothing would be shown in the demo. And it was like to promote the game as it came out. So I was like, maybe I would sign up for that. Maybe I could show off my brilliantness of this game. But I don't really usually play games like 18 plus generally. But like, you know, if there happens to be a route where it's full of it, it's Cough Cough Yang from Pure Fury. I don't like that guy. But okay, do you guys have this thing where like, if there's someone pretty, over time, you think they're less pretty? But then like, if you see someone ugly, over time they seem less ugly. Like, they're still not as nice, not as pretty as a pretty person, obviously. But like, the extremes become less. I feel like that's the same thing for me with, not just beauty, but like, liking people in general. Like, if there's a character I really like, I find over time I like them less. But then if there's a character I really dislike, over time I like them more. Of course, I still don't like them as much as the character I did like, but I feel like everything tries to go back to like an even. Is that why I changed to like new insane characters? Because like I start liking them less. But you know, I'm gonna become more insane about Ukyo. We could just sit down and think of like some Ukyo headcanons. And then if you think of headcanons, then that reinforces your insanity and the cute factor. Okay, we have the lettuce soup for Ukyo. What else would Ukyo do? What has Ukyo canonically done? Whenever I think of like Ukyo scenes, I just remember him being made fun of. You know what's so sad? Toma, this guy I don't like, my least favorite character in the game, because Ukyo's a photographer, right? Was looking up online reviews and on the CD dramas and was just reading out the bad reviews to Ukyo. I'm like, oh, Ukyo, my baby, that's so mean of Toma to do that. Personality Ed changes judgments. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? I'm kind of confused. But it's so good to play Otoge. You know, sometimes Otoge is so much nicer than just like some video games, because not only do you get a whole character route, which is like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of dialogue of just them. It's like in a video game, you might get like 1 line per day, maybe like 2 lines, if you're lucky if they made it well. But you'll run out of lines after like 200 lines, or maybe something like 400. But Otoge, you will have so many lines from your favorite character, and they're voiced as well. And then not only do they have their own route of lines, they're also in other routes, except Ukyo, because you know, with his lore, spoiler if you don't know Ukyo lore, he's dead in the other routes. He's just dead in all of them, so there's no other Ukyo content in the other routes. It's so sad. It's so very sad. Well, there is some Ukyo, but it's a lot of him dying. Like in Kent Route, spoiler, but like in Kent Route, you're just in hospital. I don't remember why. And then you just hear that some guy fell off a balcony that was staring into the room, because, you know, he's a stalker. And then he just fell to his death. You're like, oh, well, there he goes. There he goes. Bye, Ukyo. I'll miss you. But not only that, you get, like, live readings. And then, like, comedy skits and CD dramas and music, like, songs, original songs, character songs. And then you get fan discs, like extra games, which are like dramatic, and you can just like live happy lives afterwards. Like these fan discs don't usually have, sometimes like really canon death scenes and things, but it might be like, oh, and then after this we get to live a chill life, and Ura Ukyo makes you stir fry, and you get his pudding, because you listen to his story and he's like, actually I like you can have my pudding I was saving. You're like, why, thank you. I think his ugly man looks back to us if we like who they are over time. Where's the chocolate their critics? Okay, but do you ever feel the opposite as well? Maybe this is really mean. I don't know how. I think it's more like a psychological thing. Like, I don't intend to do this, but like if there's someone who looks like mid, I feel like if I start to hate them as a person, I'll think they're uglier. I don't know how that makes sense. Maybe that's just my brain trying to justify not liking them. Being like, oh, they don't fit beauty standards. They don't. It's not on me for them. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't mean to think this way. But like, this is the power of stigma and societal pressures, and we hate society. What a way to end with like, I hate society. This is such a sad day. Anyway. Before I go, what are your plans for today? I live for the inside and outside. Okay, yeah, that's a good way to justify it. Thank you. I will be using that from now on. I saw online, I forgot what the context was, but someone was like, oh, they're beautiful on the outside, maybe not the inside, but at least the outside. Oh, that was from Pure Fiore. They were talking about Yang. They're like, oh, he's beautiful on the outside. I don't know about the inside. Got your daily, simple as that. That sounds fun. I have art dead to catch up on and some uni stuff to do, but I'm pretty gonna live a good day. I drew like 5. Wait. I have more things to just talk about because I'm a yapper and I like showing off my art. Wait, I already showed them on the when I was trying to like sell them. I drew this Ellie as a demo. I drew Soban. I really like this one. I drew her with the clothes from Lily from Pure Fiore. Do I have Lily's reference here? Like, ta-da! I drew those clothes on Yufu, and like, they're cute, aren't they? I didn't realize Yufu would look so good with blue. But I really like this piece. I think this one's really pretty. Good job, me. Oh, but it's hard to see with the background laid down. Let me put the white background back on. Take it easy for the rest of the day and count some things on whatever videos or stream I like to watch. You should totally watch the Yufu stream. I'm sorry. Once you see through their charm, it kind of mellows out. Okay, but That's kind of sad, isn't it? Like, does it always happen? That it kind of mellows out? Okay, I think rather than like the love mellowing out, I think it's more like you find their flaws and then it kind of like evens it out. You know, I feel like the love doesn't decrease, but like the hate does increase. That makes sense. So like by that logic, this is just me trying to justify that relationships are garbage. This is really sad if you think of it. If it's like maybe all relationships, once the love fades, then there's nothing. I don't think that's true, right? I've seen lots of posts being like, oh, you can keep the love going if you like go on dates, if you give cute gifts, blah 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 blah. You know, but relationships is so messy. I always complain about them. Thought that was Ukyo first, but it's someone. It is someone, but it doesn't look like Ukyo. Kind of. The dead inside look is very Uda Ukyo. And I had to do Ellie because I saw this one. I was like, that is very Ellie core. I did do that. I did do that one. Because, you know, I saw, you know, the only reason I bought these bases is because I saw the 2 people one and I was like, I could make that you feel okay. I could do that. Or what if I printed these as stickers and put them on my wall? Like, I'm not allowed to like sell them or anything, but like for personal use, I'm allowed to print like 10 or something. I think it was. So I will put them on my wall. With all my other merch. I need to get a Yufu figure or something as well, so they can be like figures together. Can you design your own androids? Is that a thing if you paid like $3 trillion bajillion? If I earn $3 trillion bajillion, I will make a Yufu android. So she can match the Ukyo android. Hang out with friends? Blah, blah, blah. I missed some stuff. And with videos, glad to be here with the stream. Wow, yes, it's glad to babble. And I'm still babbling. Glad to babble about Autoge, because Autoge, as you can tell, I've been saying about. You thought I was a normal, well, socially adjusted person, but I play Autoge too much. You know what's so sad? I was trying to make friends the other day. And, like, in real life friends, because it's so hard in uni, because, like, you really only have, like, one chance. It's the first time you go into class. You have to make friends on that first day, because after that first day, they stop coming to class. So it's like, oh, I guess I missed my opportunity for the entire semester. Like, you can go sit with other people, but that's kind of awkward sometimes. Because, like, the desks are also separated. So there's, like, 2 people on a desk. And you're sitting alone if they leave. And it's like, do I get up and to sit with someone else? Or will someone find that weird? You know? Like, so basically, I was messaging, like, oh, does anyone want to be friends? You know what they said? They responded so sarcastically with, like, oh, it's hard, isn't it? You're really struggling out there. And I was like, bro, surely nice people here. And then someone responded with a gif of rolling eyes. And like, bro, I'm trying my best. What's wrong with you? So I'm gonna go to Reddit. It's gonna be so sad. I'm gonna go to Reddit to find friends. Finding flaws makes more sense. Like, you want to get more from them. They just say, look at something. Yeah. But it's so sad when you find people's flaws. Like, you might think they're really nice. And then you find out that they're like secretly mean. And like, it's even worse when they don't realize they're mean. Okay. You know when some people say some really wild things that you're like, why would you say that? That's such a weird thing to say. Let me tell you about this. Okay. Still awake at 9 p.m. Okay, it is 1 p.m. here. It's 1 p.m. But like, this one friend was like, I don't think you actually like talking to me. I think you like talking to me for the attention it brings. And I was like, huh? I don't remember what I said about that, because like, what do you say to that? Because it's not like they were famous or anything, you know? They're just like a friend I'd had for like 6 months, and it was like normal stuff. I was just talking normally. It was like a kind of slow patch. Slow? I don't know how to say. But I was trying to like talk to them, and like, you know when it's hard to talk to people after a while, you try to start with like slow conversation with like, oh yeah, have you seen this on Twitter? Oh, have you blah, 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 blah. And she was like, you don't talk about anything important. I'm like, bro, you're not talking to me either! So I just left it to her. So if she doesn't DM me, then we're kind of doomed. It was so awkward. Yeah, you totally do need to look at the amnesia VODs. Yeah. You have to. If you don't catch up on the Ukyo lore, that's on you. You know, I was spoiling. Maybe I should put on my banner for. I changed the banner. Did you see for the channel? I have like the Ukyo art I did on it, and a few of this model stuff. Yeah, I just had to look at my model real quick. But maybe I should put on the banner saying, spoilers for Ukyo Root Amnesia, because she is insane currently, and there is no mercy for people who don't want spoilers. Yeah, but I don't know what to say about that. So you do need to sleep soon? Okay, yes, definitely. Oh, what happened to my model? Definitely rest up. Definitely rest up. I should stop about that. I do like... I keep getting notifications. I keep being like, what? Because I'm phone addict. Oh, and today's the last day of Mystic Messenger. I can finally be free from the chains that have shackled me. I do like having my art in the back. I feel like it also makes my channel, my thing look richer. It makes me look like a cool, brilliant artist as if I drew this whole thing. It's like, yes, I actually made everything myself because I'm the best ever. 90% of it's the base. All I did was like add the hair. So, but I think it looks cute. Oh, and I did do the clothes, didn't I? I did do the clothes. I should have added a fee for clothes because I forgot I could do clothes on some of them. But I put Ukiyo in the Maiden no Hitsuji outfit because he doesn't actually work there in game, but he looks so good in it. Like I have a badge with him wearing it. I'm like, oh, he is gorgeous. Wow. I wish he worked there, at least like for one picture. You know, I wish there was a official art of him in the uniform because he looks so good. I was trying to think because there are two different uniforms. There's one for the like the cooks in the back and the people serving, and they're slightly different. So I was thinking, would he wear the serving one or would he wear the cooking one? I feel like he would wear the serving one, but then I was like, wait, he would trip and drop everything on everyone and break so many plates. And then I was like, well, then I guess he should be a cook. But I was like, wait, he can't even cook. He's worse at cooking than dropping things. So yeah, he can be the staff, you know, that hands out all the food. But basically, he would not get the job. You know, I know I'm clumsy, but he would not get the job. Uda Ukiyo probably would, but he'd be really mean to all the customers. He'd be like, why? You just ordered that. No, you did this instead. Okay, if it's Uda Ukiyo, he's going at the back. You know, he's not sociable. I love just babbling about Ukiyo and no one has any idea what I'm talking about. 8:20 isn't that bad, though. 8:20. Did you get up really early, though? But yeah, maybe cool one's overstatement. The other still stands. Yeah, you know, I'm not cool, but I'm awesome. I'm brilliant. I'm stunning. And I do like this pillow. I don't think I'm ever gonna not use this pillow until I go insane about another character. I'm gonna feel like such a cheater when I choose another character to be insane about. Like such a cheater. Because every time I play a new auto game, whenever there's a character I like, I'm like, ooh, maybe they're my favorite now. But then I go back to Ukiyo and I'm like, oh, jokes. I am loyal. I feel bad. No, I mean, I feel good that I've been at least somewhat loyal to Ukiyo. Because when I watched the anime, I liked Ukiyo. And that was like when I was 14. And I liked Ukiyo best. So I'm glad that I still like Ukiyo best a trillion bajillion years later. You know, that's somewhat loyal. Even though he had like no personality in the anime and he was even better in the game. Still, trust. I like tragic stories. You know? And if you have a tragic backstory, that makes it better. To a point. But no one can hear him. Exactly. I feel like he would, if it was Uda Ukiyo, he'd just focus. He would not talk to any of the other cooks. Shin would be like, have you done this? He'd be like, yes, no, okay, doing it. You never know. Maybe he'd be very sociable. But probably not. Yeah, this entire anime. But it's not very good. But, you know, if your attention span isn't good enough for the game, you know, why not watch the anime? It definitely isn't like a standalone thing. It's kind of like a summary thing for if you want to like, if you're the kind of person who watches YouTube summaries of movies instead of actually watching the movie, I feel like the anime would be good for you. But otherwise, if you want to like find the full things about the story, I would play the game. I would recommend the game. It's really cheap actually for like an auto game. It's not like $60, it's like 15 or something AUD, so probably cheaper in USD, surely. Anyway, I should head up and sort out my package stuff because I'm so confused. I got like 4 emails saying my package has arrived and I looked outside and there was like that one package that wasn't for me, so bit sketchy if you ask me. So I will go figure that out right now. So I will say goodbye to my tomodachi. All of you should head over to the Ukiyo playthroughs. Like just unboxing. I don't even think I have another camera. And I do hope my packages have come. You know, they sent that one picture of the front of my house and it was really sketchy. It was like, your package has arrived, and there's a picture of the front of my house. I'm like, oh. Maybe I have a stalker. Did I call you guys tomodachi? Oh, you guys are fufus now, aren't you? Sayonara fufus. You fufu says bye to the fufu. There we go. Branding. I love how it took so long to come up with a fufu name. I'm probably still gonna say tomodachi because it's ingrained into my brain. At least it's not tomodachi. Okay, you know, at least it's not tomodachi. Yes, see you on Sunday. We are drawing more Valentine's gifts. Because, you know, I don't know why I like Valentine's. Well, we all know why I like Valentine's so much. Because it's like love and romance. And that's my fave. Okay. See you guys next time. Sayonara. Yippee! Arigato. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Todokete. I always sing Todokete Setsu no San ni wa. What else can I sing in the back? Said, how does that song go? 先に乗るねと微笑んだ電車の中では Something し震えているの切なく走る思い気持ちだけでも伝えたいそれができるならダララララダララララダダ書いたりしないあなたダメな私になるはいバイ先に乗るねと微笑んだ電車の中では I love how I sing that too low for no reason at all. And if I were to be in an adopt thingy, character adopt design thingy, cough, potentially organized, very much organized by Ellie, you guys would try and get my design right. You would try and go and do design right. So Louis is still here. Okay, let me think. What's the song? 届けて切なさには No, if I'd hit the wall. What's another song? How does Lonely Starlight go? How do I forget what Lonely Starlight sounds like? Well, whenever I think of a song, all I can think of is the national anthem and Snow Halation. Australians, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden stolen wealth, for all our home is goodbye sea. Our land abounds in nature's gift of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance. Australia fair. Okay, I'm done. Okay, bye-bye.